So apparently, Claressa dropped a love song for Papoose on her birthday, and it's going platinum in these streets. Let's talk about it. They 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 talk about it. Welcome back to She Could Talk the Podcast. I'm your host, Gangalee. Hey, and that's Gangalee on all streaming platforms. If you want to check out my music, look for the red glasses, look for the locks. You'll tell me if I can rock, okay? Okay. But over here on YouTube, on She Could Talk the Podcast, this is where I react to everything. We react to news, sports, crimes, musicians, politicians, YouTubers, TikTokers. If they're talking about it, I'm talking about it, okay? Okay, so as you can see, yesterday, St. Patty's Day, aka Claressa birthday, I reacted to what I got up in real time up to the point that I could get, right? However, I told you I was going to keep my ear to the streets. As you can see, there was a sponsored party. I'm pretty sure you've seen it up and down the timelines and the algorithms already. But of course, I want to bring to you my commentary and share my reactions with you all. So let me give you all an e-kiss out there. Thank you for tuning in once again. Thank you for joining the conversation over here with me. Let me give you an e-kiss. Okay? So birthday-wise, it looks like she was surprised for her birthday by Win Records. So the night before, they had a dinner, which I reacted to yesterday. And then it looks like on her actual birthday, they actually gave her a surprise party. So what I want to do is start there with the surprise party. We all know she dropped a love song for Papoose, so stick around because I'm going to react to that as well. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. We're going to start out here with her walking in with Papoose, being surprised, or feigning surprise, if you will, because you know how I feel about it, and I know a lot of you feel the same way. Like, the gifts, we seen how surprised she was when Tony gave her birthday gifts that year. We see how surprised she was when Papoose gave her her Christmas gifts, right? So it was leading us to believe that she may have already had a hand in it, just like her Valentine's Day, right? Allegedly. So we're going to start out here and see her surprise for the birthday. Yeah! So let's start. Let me go back. Let's see the walk-in. Yeah. I don't know. The vibe I get, she already came in the house and everything, and she was like, okay, we're going to go out there, and then you film me and us coming in, and I'm going to act surprised. I would not be surprised. But let's continue. The cake looked nice. I guess green is their color. Money. Oh, counting the green. Yeah.
God, thank you so much.
Happy birthday.
So fake.
Yeah.
Y'all, where the money going at?
Yeah.
Where the money at?
Nigga, where the money at?
She said, where's the money falling from the sky? Where's the money at?
You know how we do, baby.
Y'all know it's your girl birthday. I done got a surprise birthday party, and then Zeus the pour up in the bed. What? All for the chill birthday. Okay.
You know, she in the trenches. She got Lemmy there.
And then everybody came with gifts. I'm gonna do that too. Y'all gotta wait on that. But yeah, this is nice. Oh, toast to me, 31, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clap, okay? Okay, come on, Montana.
Wait, she want to get
So this is the circle of glazing that's going to take place here. We're going to see them go around the table in the round table and glaze her for her birthday, which was kind of weird because some of these people here kind of say, hey, I don't really know you, but this is my, based on what I know so far, I think you're cool. The only thing I say once again is, well, maybe, this is only part 2 of the birthday, guys, right? We already know this is part 2. Like, Papoose had his party with his family. She's having her party with her Win Records family. So I'm going to hope that her family, the mom, the dad, Brianna, are going to show up on the 28th of March. What do you all think? Do you think that they're going to show up on the 28th of March for the big extravaganza? Because when is the family going to be included? I don't know. I'm just saying, as public as she is, I know some people, sheesh, I see up and down my algorithm. Some people don't even deal with their family, right? They have that no contact thing that's going on these days. And I understand that. So I can understand if that was a situation, but they're showing up for you. They're showing up for you at the boxing games. They're showing up for you on the internet because Brianna will fight tooth and nail, no pun intended, for you in these internet streets, right? And where's the reciprocation? Now, I know you take care of Brianna, and I know you know done stuff with her, but everything doesn't have to be financial, right? Just inviting them to celebrate you. I'm pretty sure they would love to do that. But let's continue. I'm still going to hold out hope that maybe March 28th, she's going to have them show up and she's going to treat them like her family. Maybe even put them in a couple of Wynn Records outfits. Some Louis Vuitton for her dad. Let's continue.
Okay, I'm gonna just come back here.
Good to go?
The circle of glazing. That's what's happening.
Okay,
Am I good to go with these?
Yeah, you
let's
good
hear
to
it.
So, happy birthday. You're a great person, very determined, anything you put your mind to, you go get it, go do your thing. And, it's great to see you continue to grow and continue to be the person that you are. Happy
Thank
birthday.
you. Thank you.
Okay. Daryl.
Hey, go. I'll be short over the spot.
Although I'm just meeting you, I am so impressed with your legacy, your history, what you've done, what you mean to the culture. So excited about growing with you in this business venture that we're doing with Zeus. Excited for your growth. Congratulations on another year. More life. Happy birthday.
So he's clearly part of the Zeus Network venture.
Okay, Shantu.
Sean
let
2
Sean
Miles.
start. Champ, my sister, I love you. You're such a mentor in many ways for men and women. And I gotta say that, since we came into each other's lives, you really blessed my family, everyone around you. You are the GOAT. And on the humanity level, on the sister-brother level, and of course on the professional level. And let's take this shit up to the top and keep dropping these hits, keep winning these fights, and for sure get a baby for my boy.
You heard what he said? He said, come finish up these fights, make these hits, and then go on and make the baby for my boy. Which Papoose, got hype and dapped him up there. So, Papoose, are we getting closer to the divorce? Do we have a divorce on the horizon? I mean, I'm thinking Claressa's about to pay for the divorce and forget all the other stuff. But also, I thought that was very interesting when, he said, oh, we're going to have the baby. It's kind of reversed now, if you're noticing. Papoose is excited about that. And I'm going to rewind it just a little bit. Papoose is excited about that, right, in this moment. But also in this moment, she's not excited. She kind of gave a little side eye like, nah, we're not doing that. Let me give you a chair. I really do hope you're thinking about slowing down with that. At least until a divorce is on the horizon. At least until you get some stuff in order. Like, I know you can't really sign a prenup because you guys aren't married, but I never mentioned that before. But let's get through this divorce first, right? Let's get through this divorce first. But I do hope that you're putting things in place to protect your assets. And I'll just leave it like there for right now. And let's continue. Because they're excited about this baby. But watch when he says this again.
And keep dropping these hits, keep winning these fights, and for sure get a baby for my boy.
Look, he gave him dab. He's hype. Hey, look at her. Look at Claressa. She says it's getting hot in here. What's wrong with you? So she didn't seem too excited about that, right? Well, let's continue. Now Lemmy from Zeus Network is going to speak. Is it just me, and this is no shade, does Lemmy not seem like he could be Diddy's first son? Like, it should be Christian and Lemmy, right? Not Albie Shore's son, not Christopher Williams' son, or whoever son the other guys is, allegedly, but his kids. Don't he look like he could be Puffy's first kid. Like, he's the oldest son. I don't know. Just every time I see him, I think of Puffy for some reason.
Ain't no cameras around.
You see that? You know that was a joke towards Franchon, allegedly.
I feel honored to be here with you on your special day. You have an amazing team and
Thank
family
you.
around you, and I look forward to being a part of that. And I hope that you know, you can continue to strive for greatness. You are an incredible person. You know, from what I've seen business-wise, personally, and yeah, I look forward to getting to know you and the team a lot more. And you know, like Daryl said, continue the legacy, keep being an example to young black women in our culture and black people in general of our color. So yeah, you're amazing, and I look forward to celebrating many more birthdays with you.
For sure.
Now, you just got to keep in mind, like, when I see Lemmy, I think of Krishan, Baddies, Natalie Nunn, right? But in particular, we're going to focus on Krishan, another Pisces. Can you guys hear me? Let me move up a little bit. We're going to focus on another Pisces, Krishan, for a quick moment here. Do you remember how everything was documented? Everything from the tooth being knocked out to the pregnancy to the drinking while pregnant, everything to tours while pregnant, the birth of the baby, everything was documented, right? And then you see what happened, right? We can't blame Zeus Network for, anything. We can't blame the baby's, health or whatever on Zeus Network. Some people say that I always judge her and we can't blame the mother for it, which I beg to differ on that regard. But I would just look at that situation, right? And keep that in the back of my mind. And remember how recently, I don't know how true it is, because I feel like Krishan will hop back on Zeus Network in a heartbeat, right? Because I think the pay is good. I don't know. But I remember that she said at one point in time that they were demonic. Remember, allegedly, that they promoted low vibrations, right? And that's why she wanted to get away from them, because they made her do things that she wasn't happy with, and she's trying to change her life around. I don't know how true it is, because with Krishan, she will pivot and go right back to Zeus in another couple of weeks here. So, but I'm saying all that to say, as a person like Claressa, a 2-time gold Olympic medalist, right? Heavily accomplished, right? Wouldn't you watch some of those antics and some of those shows and be like, I don't think that this would be a good fit for my brand, right? But we do see that it is a good fit for her brand. Like who are we kidding? It is a good fit for her brand. But I'm just so curious to know, and I guess it's probably hyping up the curiosity is going to hype up the views, right? And going to get them to. It should relay over into views, right? Because a lot of us are curious, like, well, I want to see what the show will be about. Hopefully get some YouTube clips of it, because I don't know if I'm going to actually do a subscription to it or whatever. But at the same time, I am impressed with Lemmy, because he has done, he took reality show to the next level on Zeus Network. And he literally, like, where reality show was ending on other TV show networks, he kind of, like, gave it new life. So I'll give him some props there. I also just would be leery, because there's a lot of fighting and, low vibrations on his shows. So I'm curious to see how this is going to fare off for this team here, which we know there's a lot of low vibrations in the mix. But how is it going to fare off? But anyway, let's continue. Lemmy.
Okay, Winnie, say happy birthday, Titi.
So another thing that's interesting. This is Khadijah. Khadijah, I gotta give Khadijah props, because I be having to search her out in the crowd. I remember last year, Khadijah did a lot to be seen. And I'm not gonna say like that on purpose. She's a good looking girl, right? And I tell you that when she had the blonde hair and she had an outfit that kind of similarly matched Papoose's outfit that time, I was like, I don't know. She would actually make a cute couple with Papoose. Who is this girl, right? But I've noticed since a lot of us, since Khadijah been on our radar, she has toned it down a bit. She wears more so a lot of dark hair, black hair. You can't really pick her up out the crowd, as fast as you could a couple of months ago. So she has toned it down a bit. Why? I could just, maybe I'm reaching. Just maybe her look is switching it up, and she's, playing with her look as she feels. But I just thought that was interesting because it seems a little bit more toned down versus standing out. Or did the quote give orders that you can't shine more than her because people think you were her man? I don't know. But another thing that I found interesting was this. And excuse me, guys.
I just want to say to my Winnie, y'all, she sent me voice notes. She be checking on me. It be random. My girl always checking on me. I love my Winnie. I love you.
Sorry about my phone, guys. That was unprofessional. I apologize. However, going forward here really quickly, fun fact, that's Khadijah's daughter. That's on her lap. And her daughter's name is Winnie. Is it Wynn? Is it Winsome? Or is it just Winnie? But that's interesting that the daughter's name is very similar to the record label's name. And Reuben is...
I just want to say to my Winnie, y'all, she sent me voice notes. She be checking on me. It be random. My girl always checking on me. I love my Winnie. I love you.
And another fun fact, Winnie was VIP in her Wynn Records tracksuit at the boxing match last month too. Not her niece. Did you notice that? Because I feel like this, right? Wynn Records, you are a part of Wynn Records, right? And they're here at your event because of you. Like without you, there would be no event. So why wouldn't your niece get a Wynn Records tracksuit too? And why wouldn't your dad get a Wynn Records tracksuit for the event? I'm just saying, like, a unified family, unified company, unified front, right? So I thought that was interesting. But let's continue. She's professing her love for Winnie now.
I love you too.
My girl.
She's a cute little girl too.
Happy birthday, Claressa. You are really admirable. You know I'm a crybaby. I don't want to cry though, but you're very admirable. You teaching a lot of black girls how to stay determined and get the things that you want. And not really need anybody to do it. Like that $8 million, okay. And I got a gift out of that, so I really
You heard it. She said, and I got a gift out of that. So, She was one of the girls that got the gold Gucci ring on Papoose's vacation work trip last time. So, I'm trying to tell you, there's no one around that genuinely is around. Am I making any sense? This is just my opinion. I feel like people are willing to be around because it's going to come with some form of treat in the form of a gift, maybe dinner. Something is going to be spent and they'll be able to partake and reap the benefits of it. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, if people that know me know that I am a generous person, like I love to cook. I love to have like family over. We eat, I love to do that stuff. Right. But you got to do it within reason, right? With everything. Right? Because you got to start to look around and make sure that that you have the right people there and they're there for the right reasons. Right? And I'm not saying Khadijah's not there for the right reasons. She's Wynn Records. She is there for the right reasons. She's there to get that guap and counting the green. But let's continue.
Powerpuff Girl.
I really appreciate that.
See, they showing off their
She's
rings.
so funny. She's so sweet. She's so kind, and I love her. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Where we at now? Oh, is this Yanni?
Yes. Welcome to the 31 Club. You're a great person. I love your personality. What drives me more closer to is your story. I feel like your background story after I watch your documentary, it just shows me like why you're so eager to do it.
Where's is it Beatty or Breedy? Where's Breedy, the assistant? Where's Zamora? Isn't Yandy Jr.'s mom, the light-skinned girl that's pregnant that was there for Valentine's Day? Where is Nigeria? We already asked about Brianna, right? But where is Brianna? But in particular, where's Key? Where are those people that were there with you? You know, during the training camps, the ones that were shaking their ass on the stage, you know, at the fight last month. It's birthday month. It's less than 30 days later. But maybe, I don't want to be too harping on it because maybe they will show up for the big event because, you know, everyone's going to show up for the performative event on the 28th. So maybe that's what's happening. But let's continue. This is the talent manager, I believe, for Win Records.
What you do, and it makes me hungry because I come from like a crazy background as well.
My
So I
girl.
love that about you.
Oh,
And
thank
happy
you.
birthday!
Who we got? Reuben.
There we go.
But you know you can flip it though. You want to flip the camera the other way.
Yeah, no, it was this
Okay.
window, yeah. Go ahead.
Well, Claressa, I don't really know where to start because you are not only an absolutely amazing person who we all love very dearly, but I'm so proud to watch you as you redefine history and how you do it so humbly with so much poise. I love the fact that the children around the world love you, and it's because of the type of person that you carry yourself to be. As a businesswoman, you're extremely shrewd and you're sharp in all of your decision-making abilities. I'm so happy to see that
And I'm going to tell you like this. Reuben is a well articulated man. He seems savvy about what he got going on. I don't have no problem with Reuben. I feel though almost that in addition to this whole situation being performative, I just want you to listen to what Reuben is saying. Reuben said that she's a shrewd businesswoman, that, you know, basically she protects her. I feel like he's trying to let us know that she's not being, you know, scammed or taken for a ride. That's the vibe I'm getting. It seems like every time I've been listening to him speak lately, is like he's trying to reiterate, maybe to Claressa and also a little bit to us out here in the social media streets, that she's not being taken for a ride by Win Records. But let's continue and let's hear what else Reuben has to say.
every project that comes before you, that you not only read it, but you ensure that you receive the proper consultation to make the best decision. I'm most happy and proud to see my brother happy for the past several years. So thank you for that. Happy birthday to you.
I'm going to rewind that one more time for you all in case you missed it. Reuben said, I'm most happy for my brother. And I'm going to let him take it up from there because I don't like to mince words. You know how I am.
You not only read it, but you ensure that you receive the proper consultation.
To me, that's him CYAing. If you know what that means. To say, hey, she's not being taken advantage of. She's fully aware of what she's doing. She's a business savvy woman. So if you have that documented, right, and everyone's in agreement, then once we take you for a ride, you can't say you were taken for a ride because you agree that you were savvy and aware. But I want you to listen because Reuben says some very key important things here.
To make the best decision. I'm most happy and proud to see my brother happy for the past several years. So thank you for that.
So that's several.
Happy birthday to you. You know,
That's at least 3 severals.
people that has a lot
But I know I'm being funny, right? But I'm not. He said, I'm most happy to see my brother happy for over several years.
So thank you for that. Happy birthday to you.
One more
Happy
time.
and proud to see my brother
Look,
happy for the past several years. So thank you for that.
for the past several years, Reuben just confirmed for me that they've been dating for more than just 2025. Okay? Just like Franchon confirmed that they've been dating for more than 2024 and 2025. So I am leaning heavily that it is 2020. Like the receipts and the text messages have proved. I'm saying. When she slid in Remy's DM, let me tell you, a lot of people said that she slid in Remy's DMs first, but this is what I'm getting from the ether. Just hit me. Could it be that she was sleeping or seeing Papoose, right? And could it be that he was trying to put her on ice a little bit, right? Like, yo, chill, chill, chill. Because we've seen the several text messages where he literally didn't even answer her for hours. And then when he did answer her, it was like, yo, do you understand that people got lives and things to do? Okay. So if he was answering you like that while y'all were heavily involved, what was he possibly doing in 2020 when he's with Remy? And, because, him and Remy bought that house in Jersey in 2022. You know what I'm saying? So in 2020, could it have possibly went something to the effect of they had a little fling, they messed around a little bit, it was getting too hot, she was putting a little bit too much pressure on him, so he said, I'm gonna chill, I'm gonna fall back. She said, oh no, you're not gonna fall back. Oh, you're gonna fall back? Well, I'm gonna hit your wife up. Now I'm your wife's friend. I don't know why I just keep on thinking that it possibly went like that. Like it was a brash, bold move to bring Remy into the mix so that way you can't leave. Is that making any sense? Like some Fatal Attraction shit. Excuse me. Does that make any sense? Because that's the vibe I get from there. But then, coupled with what Reuben just said, you made my boy happy for several years. You would have been like, for the past year and a half, I haven't seen him so happy. Right? Several years. Y'all gotta listen to what people are saying. You gotta listen to what people say, and sometimes we can't pay attention to what they do because it may not align. But let's continue.
Happy birthday to you. Great people that has a lot of things to do came out at the last minute. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Brother Lemmy. Thank you, Duro. And we love you and happy birthday. And I didn't say, Claressa was planning on being in Atlanta with her family. And because of the airplanes and the travel, she had to be here, and we're so pleased to host you for your 31st birthday. Happy birthday.
Did you see how Reuben looked at me when he said that? Because he knew I said that yesterday. He made sure he looked at me and was like, Gongaling, I just want you to know that she was going to be in Atlanta with her family, but we held her hostage. No, I'm just joking. But that's interesting. I'm telling you, I feel like he was doing a cleanup, if you will, of sorts. And when I say cleanup of sorts, meaning that he was like, hey, we're not forcing her to sign anything she doesn't want to sign. She's completely business savvy and aware of everything that we're doing. Also, we're not forcing her to be here on her birthday. She had the option to be with her family, and she chose to be here with us. And we're happy to have her here. It's a cleanup. But let's continue.
Man, like when you got genuine people around you like this, it's hard to top that. You know what I'm saying? I learn from you on a constant. I know I'm always on top of you about things, but you hit a red light, you be like, why that car doing that for? Like you sharp in areas that I don't expect you to be sharp in. So I wanted to give you credit.
The love of her life says she's sharp in areas that he didn't expect her to be sharp in. You gotta listen to people.
Credit for that. Like I said the other day, man, our love is fireproof. Like, there's nothing they can do.
Fireproof love.
I remember when I didn't know you, because everybody know I'm a big fan of boxing.
And then this is the scripted speech that he always gives. He gave it on Tamron Hall show. He gave it on Sherry Shepherd's show. He gave it on The Breakfast Club. He gave it on Drink Champs. He gave it on $1 Million Worth of Game. Am I missing one? Am I missing somewhere that he's about to get the same spiel? He even starts it the same. Everybody knows I'm a fan of boxing. But let's continue. It doesn't sound genuine to me, guys. And I'm not a hater. Despite what you all say, I'm just a reaction channel reacting. So let's listen one more time.
I feel like it was meant to be. I remember when I didn't know you, because everybody know I'm a big fan of boxing, but I thought I would meet you in person. Mm-hmm. So from the day we met.
Yeah, you was in love with him.
And just for FYI, guys, I cut it out. I did a little chop and splice there because I didn't want to hear that spiel again. But you heard what he started out with. It started and ended the same way.
I
Listen.
feel like it was meant to be. I remember when I didn't know you, because everybody know I'm a big fan of boxing, but it was I thought I would meet you in person. So that from the day we met,
Yeah, you was in love with him.
I came up and I shook your hand. I felt the spark. It's something more special. You know what I'm saying?
I had to cut that out.
I got your
He
back.
was like, you remember he was like, Claressa Shields, wow, she's pretty. Like, I can give you the whole spiel.
My birthday is your birthday. Well, today's my birthday.
Of course, today's his birthday because she's going to spend. We already know that. But let's continue.
It was so nice. Everybody said such great things. Oh my God. I'm not finna cut my makeup off. Nope. Now we have more wishes I gotta make. Does this count like the other one did? Or this one just like, do this one count too?
Yeah. All your
Cha cha cha.
And I will say, nonetheless, regardless of who she spent it with, it is good that she had people to spend her birthday with, right? Because there's people out there that will have their birthday and have no one to spend it with, right? Or there's people that don't make it to their next birthday, right? God bless it. So to have people around her, I don't want no one to ever feel like I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that she has people around her for her birthday. You know, because birthdays are serious situations. Like some people might say, oh, it ain't no national holiday. To me, I feel like everybody's birthday to them, you should treat it as a holiday because it's your birthday. God has blessed you with another year around the sun, right? So I won't take that from her. You know, I'm happy that she had people there to celebrate with her, but it's interesting to me. You know, yeah, Reuben, Papoose, Khadijah, even Winnie, who seems like she is the executive of Win Records. She's the owner of the label. All of them, you know, are familiar with Claressa. We've seen them, and you could say those were her business family. But when can we see emergence? And that's why I'm not gonna hold too much on it until the 28th. You know, so I won't say too much of an opinion on this until the big party on the 28th, because let's see who was there. Now, Claressa, I need to see Pop roll up in there and some Louis Vuitton. And Pop is your daddy. I need to see him roll up in a Louis Vuitton sweater or something, a little shirt. I need to see my mom or mama, whatever you call her, up in a little something, at least a little Tory Burch, something. And we need to see Brianna. You know what I'm saying? I seen she had her teeth in for the fight. So teeth in effect, hair done, outfit. Give Brianna. Why doesn't Brianna have a Gucci ring like the rest of the girls? I'm just saying. But I would love to see some of those in effect on March 28th, right? So until then, I'm not going to have too much to say about it. Maybe this is just a business portion of her birthday celebration. And we'll leave it there. But let's continue. Some of the gifts, Zeus Network, they gave her a box. Aloe, Louis Vuitton back there. And then you know what a sister wife is going to do. When Remy wore denim, in about 2 to 3 business days, we saw a sister wife Claressa in denim. Remy and Remy Jr. were in the booth rocking. And now we get a video professing her love to Papoose. And I have a question about that. How does that work? Do you have any intentions of meeting your potential stepdaughter? Now I know, I'm pretty sure Remy is not gonna let that happen. I'm pretty sure it'd be like this before she lets that happen. But I'm just saying, do you think about things like that? Like, I don't know. I'm a person that I love kids, right? And if I was involved with someone that had kids, I would want to know them too, right? Because how a person interacts with their kids is going to tell a lot about you and your potential future if this is someone that you possibly might consider procreating with, right? So I wonder. But we're going to leave that there. We're done with the birthday festivities for now. because we have one more birthday festivity coming up, and I am going to keep my ear to the streets for that one. But let's get into this song that she dropped for Papoose, right? Now, YouTube, I love you. Let me send y'all an e-kiss out there, YouTube. So I'm not going to play the actual song with the music and everything. I kind of stripped it down. So we're going to get more of a studio vocal version of the song. But still, nonetheless, I'm not really critiquing the song. I think the production was great. I think the mixing was good. The vocals itself kind of, I don't know if it was it's auto tune, but it kind of was giving me like it was an underlined vocal and then she was singing over it. Like maybe it was a reference track and then she was singing over it. That's what the vibe I got from it. Some people say she sounded like she was singing it to a fan. Remember how when we was kids and you was singing to the fan? So, but without further ado, let's get into it. I'm not going to stay long.
Some women never had a faithful man.
You don't, girl.
Understand. I do. A faithful love, a love so strong, never have to question your love for me. Your love so strong, I can read your thoughts, feel your hands on me. You finish my fantasies. Oh, you're the man that I've been missing. Oh, babe. So I wrote this song for you, 'cause our love is true. I'll always be faithful to you. These other niggas ain't got a clue. Oh, baby, you're the kind of...
Do you hear that double vocal? So there's someone else singing on this track. I don't know if it's AI or what, but because we know her Claressa Shields. We know that was AI, but I don't know if it's actually AI or did someone come in and sing a reference track of it and then she just sang over it. But that's what it's giving me. Like it's some type of reference vocals and then she sang over it.
Man, gon' ride for me. Love your girl down, knock a nigga off me. Oh yeah, you're the kind of man, caress my soul, give me energy, always supporting me. You're the kind of man, ain't gon' never cheat. Take me out to eat, then eat me. Oh yeah, you're the...
I think you should, honestly, I don't know, just came to me. I think you should call it truce with Remy Ma and just have a conversation with her. Because I'm telling you, you can learn a lot from the woman that was with him previous. And I think we as women, I'm guilty of it in my past. I'm super guilty of it. So I won't say here, and this is why I'm extending this to you. As a mature woman that's been through things, right? And has come out happier, but I wish I known things then. And I hope I'm making sense there. I know we all can kind of be like, damn, hindsight is 2020. When you're going through it, not so much, but looking back, you're like, damn, I could have did this differently. I strongly believe that if she was to sit down with Remy Ma one day, no Papoose in her ear telling you what Remy is doing. Don't even go into the conversation with any type of preconceived notions about arguing or anything. Just woman to woman. And let Remy tell you about her experiences. And then see how that may line up with some of the stuff that you might be experiencing from him now. I just really wish that could be possibly done. It's almost like, how when you get a job, right? Oh no, how like say you got promoted and you're leaving a job, or you got a new job, right? And you're leaving your current job and you put in your 2 weeks notice and they're like, hey, she can talk. You got to train the next girl that's coming in here. So for the next 2 weeks, instead of doing the job, I'm going to have you just kind of show her the ropes, walk her around, show her the shortcuts, get her used to the policy and procedures. Right? So you spend the next 2 weeks kind of showing them what to do. Like, hey, this is more efficient to do it this way. Hey, look at this. Boom, boom, boom. Right? It's almost kind of like that. Like, I think it should be a situation like that. Like, you're literally the sister wife, right? Until the divorce is finalized. But in the interim, you're in here with him and you're having a rough time on the internet. And he's not. He could care less. So maybe talk to Remy. I would love for that to happen and for you to kind of gain some insight from Remy. I bet you $1 she can call some of the scenarios and some of the things you're going through like this. And you'll be like, how you know? Well, first of all, I've been with him 20 years. How about that? But let's continue with this song. That just popped into my head. Let's continue with the song.
Kind of man I shut up for, let you leave me, yeah.
See, as soon as I be trying to be quiet, she says something to make me talk, okay? She said he's the type of man that she shuts up for, but she cannot shut up on the internet. She cannot stay off the internet. I know she's gaslighting us with this song. Let's continue. She said he could lead her with her eyes closed. Let's continue.
With my eyes closed, so I wrote this song for you, because our love is true.
The harmonies are good. The production is good.
These other niggas ain't got a clue, oh baby. You're the kind of man ain't gonna
You know that's not her. Are y'all hearing those extra vocals? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Ain't got a clue, oh baby. You're the kind of man ain't gonna never cheat. Take me out to eat, then eat me up.
Then eat me all night. So do you remember what was I looking at? Oh, this was in Maserati Bud's comments. And I'm mad at myself because I wish I would have screenshotted that, but I didn't. But somebody was going back and forth with I call her Yandy Jr.'s mom. I don't know her name. The light-skinned girl that's pregnant. But I want to say it was her. She was fighting for her life in the comments on Bud's page when everything exploded over the weekend. And somebody said something to the effect that she cheated on Tony. I want to say she cheated on Tony because he didn't like to eat the cat. The two, he didn't like to eat underneath the 2-foot table, as my granddad would call it back in the days. You only mustn't yam under the 2-foot table. I don't, being around my uncles and my brother and my granddad, it was interesting at times. So anyway, something to that effect, or was it? I gotta go back in and I'm gonna see if any of y'all could find that comment. Please send it my way. I'm gonna do my research and find it too. But they literally said that it was a long paragraph, and it was saying that she won't even really mess with you unless you eat. And then with that being said, remember Savannah Marshall? Remember, I'm just saying, you might be with the wrong person altogether. I think Savannah might have liked you. Let's continue. So,
dropping more music this week. Yeah, I don't have anything boxing to do. I can work out, but I have so much free time. I'm going to be dropping music. I'm going to be in the studio. I'm going to be having fun, living my life.
So is it true or not?
My life, and I just want to let y'all know something. Never let anyone steal your joy.
Wait, before we get into this next layer of gaslighting that she's going to do on us, word on the curb is, and I don't know how true that is, so you guys out there keep me honest, is there a fight being lined up for May 9th in Atlanta with Claressa? Now, I haven't heard anything about an opponent as of yet, but I hope she considers Imani for the opponent. Oh, wait. But is that true? Because I feel like if May 9th is when her next fight is, then this is about a nice, good 10-week marker. Let me see something here. Because doesn't she do 10-week training camps? So 10 weeks from today, yeah. She's actually over the 10-week marker. Because if we're going just 10 weeks from today, it's going to put us at like May 27th. So if you're having a fight for May 9th, then you should be in camp right now. So I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe there's not a fight May 9th. And then to me, the reason why I don't believe it is because they say in Atlanta. And we know she has every fight at the Little Caesar Arena. She has a lifetime, I don't know, contract with Little Caesar Arenas, apparently. So that's another thing that making me feel like maybe it's not happening. But you guys keep me honest out there. Did y'all hear anything like that? And if it is, what's up with 10 weeks of training? If that's the case, right? But let's continue. She's gonna gaslight us. First thing in the morning, she wakes up day after her birthday to gaslight us. Here we go.
Nobody Nobody. Nobody steal your joy. Nobody make you do what makes your life happy. Stop worrying about what it'll look like to everybody else, what it is, what it's not. Worry about what make you happy.
I think she's talking to Papoose. I'm telling you, a lot of the times that she goes live is not for us. I think that's for Papoose because we know Remy already told us that he worries about how things look and how his reputation and his brand is perceived.
What makes you feel good on the inside. Worry about that. It's just so much negativity. I can't believe people are saying to me, why did I drop a song about my man on my birthday? Because my birthday was supposed to be all about me. But if I would have dropped it up on his birthday, y'all would have said, why are you dropping a song on his birthday? It's about him. So I can't drop it on his birthday. I can't drop it on my birthday. So when I'm supposed to drop the damn song? It's more of a thing like, let me do what I do. If I want to express or show how much I love my man, that should not be a problem to nobody. If he wants...
Hey, I have an idea as when you should have dropped the song. You could have even done a video and included it in the video when he got the divorce decree. So like the same day, like he gets the divorce decree, of course, blot out the pertinent information and the private information, but at least see your name and we see Remy's name and there's a divorce decree. Then, you know, have that playing in the background. I could read your thoughts or whatever it is, right? Which sounds stalkish to me. I could read your thoughts. I could read your mind. But anyway. But I think that would have been great. Be like, his divorce is finalized. And then having that played in the background and then professing your love for him. And then like, my man don't cheat and whatever else you're lying to yourself about. You know what I'm saying? But it's premature, mamas. It's premature because we don't see a divorce on the horizon. There is people out there literally searching state to state for a divorce being filed. And they can't find one. Okay? Remy, do you live in North Carolina? Okay, all right, let's continue.
To express and he show how much he loved me, it shouldn't be a problem for anybody except us. And I will tell you what, he understands my love language. I understand his love language, and we are great together. I just wish that people could be, don't even be happy for me. Go and find your happiness. What makes you happy? What makes you jump up and down like a little kid and just, like what does that look like for you? Focus on that. Yo, my last...
So listen to how she goes from giving us words of wisdom, telling us to focus on what makes us happy, but let's focus on what she's about to focus on, shall we?
Training camp before I turned 31. But my last training camp where I spent 10 weeks with a group of beautiful women who did nothing but so into me. Happy birthday to my fitness trainer, Key, today. She turned 42.
And I might have rambled a little bit. She actually was telling everybody to be happy, but she was focusing on us being mad that she put out a song for Papoose. But then now she's going into how she was her happiest time when she was in camp. And we literally was in camp with her. We seen her arguing. We seen her cussing out people. She's been on live every day fighting. She's in people's comments fighting. She was blocking YouTubers, striking channels. It was a lot going on simultaneously while she was in camp. But let's hear her perception of camp.
Girl, so in shape, 8-pack. But I was surrounded by such strong-minded, positive, uplifting, beautiful women. And it just helped me grow closer to God to spend 10 weeks with them in a camp where we ate healthy, we worked out, we talked, we prayed, we listened to each other. We called each other out on our faults. And
they didn't call you out because
like
that phone would have been down.
I want to keep that going. You know, I wish I could I wish I can get back into a fight camp right now just to be around these great women I was surrounded by. Oh my God, it was such a great camp. Like, I could almost just, I'm getting a little teary-eyed. I can almost just like cry because I grew so much just from being around them. Like,
Do you think that, and I think we all can from time to time, depending on what we go through, but do you think that Clarissa could benefit from a little therapy? Because that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like she misses camp because they gave her a support, like a nurturing support, which I tend to can agree when women, when we come together, we can nurture each other. We can support each other, and and I'm not talking about anything sexual or nothing like that. I'm talking more so just friends, like a girlfriend's getaway. You see how a lot of women do, day spas or getaway trips and stuff like that, where they can kind of just regroup and recenter themselves, right? And they always feel like coming back from that trip, they feel rejuvenated and they'll feel empowered and they feel like they created a bond with their other women or female counterparts, their friends, right? So I feel like it was almost therapeutic for her, and this is not the first time she said that, and this is not the first time I captured her saying this. So I definitely know it was therapeutic for her, but then that leads me to the question of, do you think that she could possibly benefit from therapy? Is all of this going too fast for her? The whirlwind, romance, because it seems like ever since Remy ripped off that band-aid off of their secret love affair, it's been nonstop. Every day she's up on the internet fighting for her life, and every night she's, mad about something. But then she'll wake up the next morning and act like that's a lie. She doesn't know what we're talking about and do it all over again. But that's a question I ask. What do you guys think about that? Hit me at the marker and y'all tell me. Do you think that she would benefit from therapy? I think we all can. But like right now, do you think it's needed? Let's continue.
BD, Key, Nene, even Nigeria. I grew so much.
Not
from
even
just
Nigeria.
experiencing that time with them.
She don't like Nigeria,
Diamond.
raggedy self.
I just grew so much, and it was just such a great camp. And I just in the sunlight, enjoying life, because y'all, one day all this shit gonna be over, man. You don't know when your last day on this earth is, and I don't want. And even though I don't know when my last day is, I just know I don't want to spend my last day on earth mad and sad and angry at people who have said mean things to me, did mean things to me, lied on me. I know if I was to die tomorrow, I would want to make sure that I spent today being happy. I spend today doing what I love. I spend today living my life doing what makes me feel good. And I think we should all strive to do that. Happy with it.
And I would give her a round of applause right there, because I give a round of applause where it's due. I agree with her on that. We all should be doing what we love. Like, I love doing YouTube and reacting to videos, So I love doing this. I think we all should do what we love. I agree. Now, when is your married boyfriend that you love going to finalize the divorce so we can really see your true love blossom, right? Because you know me, I'm gonna beat that dead horse until there's a divorce, okay? But let's continue.
Whatever. And a person on the inside. And I want to say something. Hair and makeup enhances your look. If you're an ugly person, you're going to be an ugly person regardless. An ugly person on the inside, an ugly person on the outside. Some of the most beautiful women, people consider them ugly because of their inside.
Now, Clarissa, I know you've been watching my video because I've said that. I literally said that. I literally gave a whole scenario about you ever met a person who may not be too easy on the eyes, but after a while, they are the most beautiful person to you because of their inside, the way they are. I've said that. So I'm happy to see that you're listening. Let me go ahead and give you a cheer for listening. But let me tell you, it's not a performative thing. It's not something that can happen overnight either. I do believe you can change. People can change, yes. Because if I didn't believe people could change, then why would I would want to believe what I would want you to believe in me, if that makes any sense, right? So I need to believe that you can change, so that way you can believe that I can change. Like, we all can change and grow. I hope I'm making sense there, right? I'm not the Colleen from 20 years ago, right? And that's my real name, by anyway. Not Goggly, not Colleen from 20 years ago, right? I'm different. So we can all grow. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. I think we can all grow and change. But you have to start within. Okay. And it's not something that you can just do performatively. You can't just wake up and be like, oh, yeah, so by the way, I'm going to be a nice person today. And then do a whole bunch of not nice things. And then in the morning you wake up again like, oh, yeah, I'm a nice person. It cannot be you just saying it. And you can't say a bunch of cliche things that's going to sound good. You really have to put the work in. You have to do a little shadow work in. You have to look within, hold a mirror up to yourself and see, like, and maybe therapy. And also, when you have like a lot of this around you, a lot of people around you like that, it's hard to really hear your thoughts. And sometimes the devil will put a lot of disturbance and turmoil in your stratosphere so you can't focus and you can't do the shadow work to be a better person. Do I think you're ugly, Claressa? No. Do I think you use too many filters? Yes, you do. And it concerns me because I feel like I don't want you to get lost in the filters. I always use the Precious movie where Precious looked in the mirror and saw a pretty blonde white girl because she was disassociated from herself mentally. And it's like she didn't like the way she looked. Okay. So I can all day tell you you're pretty. Somebody else, your makeup artist all day can tell you that you're pretty. Papoose can tell you all day that you're pretty. But if you don't believe it, we're going to see filter on top of filter, makeup on top of makeup, and we're never going to see the real Claressa. And I'll just leave that there. But we're going to let her continue because we're almost done. We're almost done.
Right.
And, I'm going to mute it because YouTube, I love you. You don't do too much of that, YouTube. But it looks like she was filming a new video. But she told us that she would be doing. She told us that she's going to be filming, doing music all week and a new video, etc. So that's what she was doing right here. But then this popped up for me. Now, when you see people like Vlad TV jumping in the mix, be careful. Okay? A lot of people say that he is the FBI, the CIA, and God knows what else wrapped up in one, right? And all of a sudden, look who's on his radar. He says, I wonder if Papoose is scared to break up with Claressa Shields. Next thing you know, he'll be down some Win Records rabbit holes to see who started what. Is there any laundering of anything? You just got to be careful whose radar you show up on. But let's look at some of the comments here. He said, what do you think? I wonder if Papoose is scared to break up with Claressa Shields. Somebody said, first comment underneath that says, he is staying with her because she has the bag. He's scared of losing the money. Next comment. I mean, that's his meal ticket. Third comment. I'm laughing my ass off. I wouldn't be surprised if Claressa is blackballed now after all she's doing. She's not going to get no more fights. That's on the bright side of that. She's kind of doing her own thing and creating her own fights. I don't think that will stop. Who else is going to let him live upstairs? Let's set up a GoFundMe for Papoose so he can leave. So this is how people look at you, Papoose. Okay? You're sitting there in your bubble upstairs like Agent Provocateur, Bars on Wheels, and just so happy to be getting music out, right? You're not realizing is at the behest of your brand. Okay? Is at the behest of your relationship with Claressa. And honestly, I think the relationship with Claressa shines a big spotlight on you because of how she is. Right? What we see of her, and we see a lot of her. But I'll leave that there because he's already blocked me, so I don't want other problems. Okay, YouTube, I love you. Okay. So anyway, we're gonna leave that there, and I'm just gonna say, be careful when you see secret agent, FBI, CIA agent Vlad on the case asking about you. Just be careful there. But I'm gonna leave it alone. Guys. What do I know? I'm just a reaction channel. And I will be coming back to you with some more. I'm keeping my ears to the streets. So what I find out, I will definitely bring it back to you so we can discuss and talk about it together. So, any comments, any opinions you have about this episode, feel free to join me in the comments. Let me know what you think. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. You know how I say that. And right now, I'm going to go ahead and leave you with the model. and hit you with the brand. If you like anything I do, tell a friend. If you don't like anything I do, tell a friend. And from my lips to your ears, you know I love you, but I need you to love me. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. Turn on your notifications. Hit the like button. Then go ahead and join me in the comments. And then share it. Tell a friend, and tell a friend. And then please, please, please hit the hype button. Hype me up, guys, okay? Do a little something like this on that hype button, okay? That's for the people out there that think I have only one button, okay? I'm gonna go back to that one button. But nah, I'm gonna leave y'all right there, okay? And until next time, it's She Could Talk the Podcast. It's your girl Gangali, and I'm out. Peace.
Keep walking.